Every time something happens, oh look, Tiger King coin went up. The money must have came from Dogecoin. Dogecoin went down that same day. The entire market went down that same day. The entire crypto market had a red day. And when you do things like this, you're pretty much trying to create or control the narrative to point them in a direction other than where they currently are. Welcome back, YouTube. So today I'm going to do a couple things in this video. I'm going to address a lot of the information that's going on around like the whole Tiger King coin thing, and also where I see Dogecoin going at this moment. Now, I don't know if a lot of you have been following me for a while, but I kind of addressed this and called it like a few months ago when Dogecoin was rallying, and specifically after it was named the asset of the year because it had rallied more than 11,000%. And I said that something along the lines of, you can expect there to be a bunch of coins popping up like all over the place, and there's going to be a bunch of different plays because they're going to want in on this action. And that's pretty much what we're seeing here, and that's pretty much what I think a lot of the media is trying to portray the hype around, like the Tiger King coin and a lot of other coins that are out there. They're pretty much all plays, and they're trying to use Dogecoin as a catalyst to launch these new coins, or Dogecoin is actually a part of their marketing strategy to propel these new coins and to get momentum, at least initially, because we all know what happens a little later on if you can't maintain that momentum. Personally, I don't care how good of a season, if Tiger King gets renewed, or the fact that it's on TV, that certainly can help. But as far as for it outperforming Dogecoin or reaching Dogecoin's market cap, I don't even think it'll be a top 10 crypto. Like, I believe this is all just a marketing ploy, and I know that some comments were made about the Tiger King coin. I know like a lot of the press and media took it and ran with it, and that's pretty much the angle that we're seeing here consistently with media. They take the FUD and use this as a way to kind of pull away from Dogecoin. Every time something happens, oh look, Dogecoin had a red day. The entire market had a red day. Oh look, Dogecoin is trading sideways. Bitcoin's trading sideways. The entire market's trading sideways. Why are you singling out Dogecoin? And this happens consistently. And to me, that just lets me know that you do not like the coin, and you're doing whatever you can, and you're writing your biased media to kind of pull away from it. Every time something happens, oh look, Tiger King coin went up. The money must have came from Dogecoin. Dogecoin went down that same day. The entire market went down that same day. The entire crypto market had a red day. And when you do things like this, you're pretty much trying to create or control the narrative to point them in a direction other than where they currently are. Like, since when did these media outlets become so concerned as far as for where retail investors put their money? I thought we were just supposed to invest for the long term and diversify. And now all of a sudden, when the retail investors and people start doing their own due diligence and picking their own companies and their own stocks, now there's this mass press run to try and control where they put the money. And I think that's really what it comes down to, is they want to maintain the control that they've had for so many years. And when you have these types of control and you see Dogecoin rallying, what you'll see is a lot of the new coins, they'll try and say, okay, well, Dogecoin was the anomaly. Like, Dogecoin, it broke the barrier, so every other coin it's going to be the next Dogecoin. We're going to get that 11,000% return. And then you see Dogecoin pretty much get incorporated into new stocks, new cryptos marketing campaigns. It'll be Dogecoin killer, or baby Doge, or just all these types of things that pretty much are literally a play off of the original. You can counterfeit the original, but you'll never be it. So when you have these types of marketing plays, you kind of just have to be aware of that and not fall as far as for what the media is pushing, because you got to remember, ever since Dogecoin started rising and we had like the Elon and he endorsed it and all that kind of stuff like that, the market as a whole, or the media, they never liked Dogecoin. So this is why you see they're so quick to write, oh my God, look what happened, Dogecoin's down, or such and such endorsed this other coin. That's why Dogecoin went down, or Dogecoin had a red day. Like, this is why meme stock started as a joke. Look at how they introduced the coin. And you have to understand that we decide what has value, not the media, not the institutions, we do. And when you see them literally battling us to pretty much move our money, you kind of gotta have to see that for what it is and say, okay, why are you so invested in whether or not a bunch of average to poor people lose their money? Since when did you become so concerned? And I'm not, this is not a diss video for Tiger Coin or anything like that. There's certainly room in the market for both of them. But as far as for, I just don't like the way the media is portraying it to take away from the Dogecoin community. I get the Dogecoin community has a very large and loyal following, and I get that you can use Dogecoin as like the what is it, like I guess the underdog for the year that came back and, you know, broke the top 5, and now every new coin comes out, you want to just kind of measure it up. That's fine, but when you start creating specific ads to target Dogecoin, or to pretty much seeming like, oh, there's a rush of panic in Dogecoin, you better get out now, because that's what I get from ads from articles like that, saying that, oh my God, everybody's selling, you better get out now, and it's pretty much just trying to direct traffic. So that's what I have an issue with. I don't see any of the catalysts for Dogecoin as far as for having changed. I know I've said this in like a number of my videos, but you know, and a lot of investors, this is their first cycle. Cycles happen. Cycles last for weeks, months. Like it's what happens as far as in the crypto market. There's no need to be alarmed. The first sign of alarm that I would say anyone should have in the Dogecoin community is when the entire crypto market rallies and Dogecoin doesn't. That's when you should be alarmed. If the entire market's down, and if the entire market's trending sideways, or if the entire market's in a bear market, at that, there's no reason to panic. Dogecoin is great. Dogecoin's had an amazing year, but it's rare for companies, it's rare for cryptos or stocks to go against the market. Yeah, you can have new coins that come out and they'll have a great press run, or they'll have like a great marketing gimmick, and right upon release or their first big marketing plan, a bunch of investors will run in and pump the stock up, buy in, and it shoots up. And then we all know what happens a little bit afterwards. It crashes through the floor. So, you know, Dogecoin, again, it's for the people that's taking profits or have heavily invested and they want to take profits. I believe Dogecoin in general is a long-term play, because again, we're pushing for it to become an actual currency. But when you have the actual cycle, don't expect Dogecoin to break the cycle or go against the grain. As for me, I'm still buying Dogecoin. I still believe that Dogecoin is going to be over $1 this year. I'm actually not panicked or worried at all. Again, because I've been investing for a few years now, so I've been through a few cycles, and I know some people may not have that tolerance just yet, or of being in the red or buying a higher and not knowing about averaging down, or maybe they over leveraged or something like that. So I understand where a lot of people are coming from, and I understand a lot of the frustration. But when you are an investor, or if you're looking to become a seasoned investor, you're going to have to learn patience, timing, and you're going to have to learn how to average down as well, especially if you believe in something. Like if you actually believe in a company, and this goes for cryptos and stocks, if you actually believe in a company and the company goes down, there's no reason to panic. That, for me, that's an opportunity to increase my position. And I would do that with Dogecoin, Tesla, Delta, Plug Power, any of these companies that I believe have a future and are great investments long-term. I would average down, unless I'm like day trading or something like that, and I still would probably average down. But if I wasn't just planning on a quick flip, there's no reason for me to panic. If I planned on being in here for a long term, and I've done my due diligence, and I believe that the coin or the stock can go a lot farther than where it is now, there's no reason to panic. So I'm not worried at all. I know some people are, so I just suggest that you decide what kind of investor you're going to be. By what kind of investor you want to be, just decide that if Dogecoin is something that you want to invest in long term, or if it was something that you were just looking to get a quick flip, or you only bought in because it was a bull run and you were hearing a lot of things about Doge going to the moon. So you just thought it was going to happen overnight or something like that. You know, you kind of have to work that out for yourself and decide, okay, what's the time frame that I want to put on this? How much money am I willing to gamble? What's the desired outcome that I have for this? And then kind of you go from there. But for those of us that believe in Dogecoin and that believe that Dogecoin is going to become the internet cryptocurrency or the currency of the world, you're not necessarily concerned as far as in the short term. You're concerned as far as for, is this going to be a great decision to park my money over time? Do I have enough shares to get the desired outcome that I want? And these are things that you do typically in any investment. Like if I bought Tesla and Tesla went down, I'd average my position down because I believe in Tesla long term. And that's regardless of whether I'm holding Tesla long term or I was trying to day trade it and it went down. I believe that Tesla would come back. So for me, that wouldn't allow me, that in itself would not allow me to panic because I actually believe in the investment. And I think that's what a lot of people have to decide. And if you were trying to flip Dogecoin and you know, it doesn't work out as far as for your time frame, then, you know, that's just, you know, it is what it is at that point. You just have to say, okay, well, this doesn't work out for my time frame. So I thought that this was going to happen overnight, or I thought the rocket was already onto the moon. And, you know, I wasn't prepared to take the risk. So, but if you believe in Dogecoin long term, and if you believe that, if you believe in like the whole hold movement and diamond hands and to the moon and the Doge One project and all those things, this is an opportunity for you to not even have to experience those dramatic increases in the coin price overall because you'll have so many shares. So like when you have this down period or a correction, it's a great opportunity for you to increase your position so that any little increase, like it'll be that much more in profit for you. I get that some people may have over leveraged or were expecting a quicker turnaround. I get that completely. But Dogecoin, even in itself, like if it sat here and we had the bear market for another 2 months, 3 months, for example, Dogecoin is not an expensive investment. Like you can cut coffee out and purchase Dogecoin. You can Uber like 1 day a week and purchase Dogecoin. Like it's not like an Amazon or a Tesla where you're going to have to put thousands of dollars in to get like the slightest bit of movement. Like I believe as a community, we're going to, I believe a lot of people in the community are new investors, but as a community, we're going to have to communicate with each other and pretty much like explain like cycles, kind of like what I try to do in my video, so that people are not in a panic every time there's a dip or someone puts out a negative article, because I do believe that there's a lot of emotions in the market, and unfortunately emotions do control the market because people are always reacting. However, money in the market does not care about your emotions. So the fundamentals are going to be as far as what they are, as far as for when the market turns around, or if there's a big endorsement, and news always beats charts. So anytime there's like a positive thing, or if let's say the Doge One project comes along, it doesn't matter that you bought at 50 cents and sold at 20 cents. When, you know, when the time comes and when the money comes and when the market turns around and Dogecoin has this takeoff, you know, it doesn't matter that you were an investor. The only thing that matters, are you in the market right now and how many coins you have? That's all that's going to matter. So as for me, I still hold my all of my Doge positions. I'm still actively buying. I plan on buying a lot more here in the next month or so. So I definitely believe that Doge will be over $1 this year at minimum. So I'm very excited. As of right now, what is that, like a 4x return as far as on the coins that you're buying now? So great return for me. I'll take, even if it takes 5 months, I'll take a 4x return. S&P 500 gets like what, 10 to 15% annually. I'll gladly take a 4x return over a few months. So that's what I'm doing. I hope you found value in this video. If you're looking for a new brokerage, I do recommend Webull. I have a link to the brokerage in my account. And if you open with $100, you'll get 2 free stocks valued at up to $1,600. I also have a link to my email list, my Instagram, and my Twitter if you'd like to follow me there. I definitely communicate with you guys in addition to the community section in the on the YouTube page as well. Let me know what you think about the whole Tiger King coin or what you're currently doing with Dogecoin in the comments. I love to hear from you. Thank you, and until next time.